My friends, before we get to work, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. The motor's in, the car is running. I told you guys a few days ago, when this car is complete, it is going home to one of you guys. Well, tonight at midnight Pacific Standard Time, so in a few hours from when you're watching this, when this video goes live, the website finally opens for you guys to get entered in on winning the Evo 10. Now it's not 100% done. We still have a lot of work to do, but I wanted to get this website open for you guys so you can get your entries in on taking home the Evo 10. Tonight at midnight Pacific Standard Time, every $3 you spend on the website is one entry to take home the dream Evo 10 build. I have owned this Evo right here for 3 years and I have never once heard it run. Now today, that changes. And that's because we now have a brand new engine for the car that I built yesterday. This sucker is fully refreshed, Wiseco forged pistons, manly rods, ACL bearings, ARP studs throughout. This thing is ready to make an easy 500 wheel horsepower with supporting mods. Now before the brand new engine goes into the Evo 10, we have quite a bit of work that needs to be done. I like to call this dress up work. Exhaust manifold, turbo, water pump, thermostat, clutch, flywheel. Just dress everything up so when this goes in there, it's a plug and play setup, no finagling, just connect a few things, fire it up, and we're done. The engine is fully dressed up with all the OEM parts, the water pump, the thermostat, the entire engine wiring harness and intake manifold. All that is back on, and now it's time to start adding the fun stuff. Bigger turbo, new exhaust manifold, things of that nature. We went with the best of the best for what we're trying to do with this car. You guys wanted 500 wheel, we're doing 500 wheel. This here is an AGT, an Arginari turbo, a stock location 57 millimeter turbocharger. This thing is good for more than 500 wheel, especially on ethanol, but for what we're doing, this is the GOAT. This is the perfect turbo for it. They include the TurboSmart internal gate, all new gaskets, the MAP inlet, a new feed line, and a bunch of new hardware. New turbo setup is now installed. This thing is ready to come off the engine stand, go on the crane, get the clutch and flywheel installed, transmission on the motor, and this thing is ready to drop in the car. Here's the setup of choice for the clutch and flywheel. We have an ACT street light flywheel and an HDSS single disc street clutch. Now this clutch is rated to 530 foot-pounds, not horsepower, but foot-pounds. If this car makes 500 horsepower, it'll probably make around 380 foot-pounds. So this clutch is perfect for this build. And most importantly, it maintains the factory pedal feel and stiffness of the OEM. The engine and transmission are ready to go in. Now back in the day, I would put the T-case on the assembly as well before it goes in. Nowadays, I like to do it separately so we can fill the T-case with the proper gear oil through the output, put the drive shaft in, slide that in place, and then we don't have to worry about trying to pump the gear oil in later on. With that being said, let's install our brand new engine. Engine is back in. Now, being that we did the majority of the work while the engine was on the stand with all the turbo kit, the intake, the wiring, in about another hour, this thing will be ready for its first start. First goes in the T-case, then the subframe, and then this is all that's left after that. Axles, drive shaft, radiator, core support, things like that. The Evo T-case takes about 0.7 of a quart, 3/4 of a quart. So what I do, I dump a whole quart in through the output. We will set the height later, but for now we're gonna go ahead and slide in the drive shaft so it doesn't leak back out when we're installing, jack it up, and get her on the transmission. This thing is complete enough to run. Now what we do need before we attempt a first start on the brand new engine is of course all the fluids. So engine oil, we're going to be running the Valvoline VR1 2050. And for the gearbox oil, the transmission, this is called the Redline Cocktail 1 MT90, 2 MTL. Let's get all this in there. We need to install the intake and we are ready for the very first start. If you're an avid follower of the channel, you know exactly what I'm about to do. I have a very specific first start procedure. As of right now, there's no coolant, no spark plugs. We have engine oil, gearbox oil, T-case oil. We're gonna go ahead and crank the engine, make sure everything sounds fine, and crank it till it builds oil pressure. Then we're gonna slap in the plugs, slap in the coils, go ahead and hit the first start. I ordered all the AEM gauges. They haven't showed up yet. So for now, I'm just running a manual gauge. If this wasn't a brand new built motor, I probably wouldn't care if it's just a used OEM long block. Toss it in, fire it up, be done. But a brand new motor, I like to verify that we're actually building oil pressure. All right, here goes nothing. The nerves are kicked in, as always with the brand new motor. Let's knock out the first start. I've never heard an Evo so quiet in my life. This thing needs an exhaust, like tonight. It doesn't even sound like a car is running, but it's also very, very nice having a stock exhaust on right now because I can hear how perfect and quiet this engine is running. Listen to this thing, man. A ridiculous amount of progress made today. Now, of course, the build is not even close to being done. We still have so much work to do. We have a fuel system, full exhaust, intake, intercooler, tune, and then wheels, suspension, all the exterior goodies, interior goodies. So I have a lot of work cut out for me over the next few days. But now that we have a brand new motor in the car, I'm very, very excited to make this thing look sick. All we need to do is add coolant and we can go on the very first drive. And here she is outside for the very first time. Man, this thing is in desperate, desperate need of a lot of mods. Main priority right now, make sure everything drives good, nothing feels funny, and simply just start getting break-in miles on the new engine. This is ridiculous. How is a car this quiet? An Evo. How is an Evo this quiet? So a quick breakdown of the mods that we have left. In order to make the 500 wheel, we need a full exhaust, intercooler and intercooler piping, intake, a fuel system, and a tune. It's already got the motor, it's got the clutch, it's got the turbo, all that's good to go. Exterior wise, we still need to figure out a lot of things. That's where you guys come into play. What headlights, what taillights, what wing. I already have the wheels decided because I actually ordered those a few months ago. They had to come straight from Japan, so I couldn't wait on that. But man, just having this thing finally driving after so many years of it just sitting in the corner collecting dust, it feels so nice. Now I can't drive too far because I do need to set the height on the T-case and the gearbox oil. So I put about maybe half a mile on it. I'm gonna head back to the shop and show you guys how I go about setting the height on both of those. Setting the height is as easy as pulling out the fill plug on the transmission right here, letting it drain until it stops draining, putting it back in. Same concept on the transfer case. There is the fill plug. We're gonna pull that, let it drain, till it doesn't drain, put it back in, and we are done. As you guys know, you are pretty much building this car. So today's question that I need you guys to answer is, what is the accent color going to be? You guys saw when I built the motor, I put a plastic valve cover on it. I have a metal one. I don't want to put it on until we get it powder coated. And also, the paint on the brakes is failing. So let me know in the comment section below, whatever gets the most amount of attention, whether it's red or white or yellow or blue, whatever you guys want for the accent color, meaning the valve cover and the brake calipers, is what I'm going to do. Go drop a comment and let me know.